Hello, brothers and sisters. Imagine living in a country where they have to remind you every single second that you are living in that country. So if you live in Nigeria, you live in Ghana, in Congo, any country to be honest, you won't see the national flags flying in the windows. You might have one or two individuals that they might do it. If there is football, like the national game or whatever, you see individuals like carrying the flags of the country. But in the UK, for example, mainly in England, you have people they're just going around the cities, okay, as you can see on this video, putting flags of England flags all over every single light post basically. So at first view, I don't see anything wrong with this, okay? It's fine, like it's England, okay? We need to know it's England, right? You might think this is an event or something going on, a parade or something going on, but actually this is an organized action taken by far-right activists, okay? Individuals that do not like immigrants, individuals that think that all the problems, including the fact that they cannot find a job, that they cannot find a wife or husband, the fact that they feel insecure in the countries, is all due to immigrants. And these are the people that are today just hanging England flags all over the place. So this gives a context to this action and to these flags that they are appearing all over public spaces. Now, you have the right to hang an England flag in your garden, in your house, in your window. It's more than fine if you're happy doing that. Now, putting it in public spaces is a different thing, and the council or even other individuals will have the right to take it off, to remove it, to burn it, to do whatever they want to do with it. So I don't really understand the reason why they're doing it. Now, if you look at history, there are many countries where the national flag has been used by individuals that are nationalists, okay, extreme right nationalists, to threaten and to scare individuals that they disliked, mainly the opposition, okay? This might be leftists, communists, immigrants, or whatever. And even today, most of the nationalists, let's say in Italy, in Spain, and many other countries, they wear the flag, they sing the anthem, just to show others that they are the ones who know how to be patriotic, which is a farce. So it is weird, because if the flags are there just to tell us that this is the UK, I'm fine with it. Just to say that this is England, I'm fine with it. I think it's called the St. George flag, something like that, who was a Greek born in Turkey, anyways, an immigrant. But let's leave that on the side, alright? Because he was a crusader apparently, so he's allowed, this flag is allowed. So listen, why do you need to show this flag everywhere? I'm saying it's fine if you need to remind people that this is the UK and you feel proud driving around the country and seeing the flag of England, for example, or the Union Jack, the flag of the United Kingdom, for example. Now, context is important, mainly historical context, because there are some people that might not feel happy with this. Not when you have gangs of extreme right individuals beating up people, okay, whilst carrying that flag. It's like having an individual carrying a Nazi flag and beating up someone. It's basically the same thing. It's hatred, it's racism, which is giving context to this act. So something as simple as a flag that people should love because it's the country's flag is being used by certain individuals to add a completely different context, which is installing fear in certain groups in the UK or in England in general, okay? Mainly immigrants, mainly people that are on the left, mainly people that do not like to see flags all over the place because they know they're in the UK. So what is the reason why you need to put flags to let people know that you're in the UK or in England? Now, if you go to the Royal Palace, you see many UK flags. It makes sense. But on the road, just a normal road, why are they doing that? And as I say, this video clearly shows you that there is someone financing these acts. And if you look deep into it, these are former members of EDL, which is a extreme right organization, I believe, which don't like immigrants. So it is weird, the fact that people need to do this in order to feel safer, I guess, in order to feel like they're in the country, I guess. My guess is wrong, because I can tell you exactly why they're doing that. They're doing that to impose fear on different people. And as you know, there have been many protests in the UK, in England, regarding the situation in the Middle East. And I've seen people hanging Palestinian flags, which don't have the same context. They don't put it up there to threaten people or remind people that they are in Palestine, okay? They put them up there to remind people that there is a G crime going on in this country or against this country, okay? I don't agree with these flags from Palestine hanging in poles. I just don't agree with that. You should keep them in your house, in your hoodies, or wherever. It's a way of protest, and I completely disagree with it. Now, these England flags hanging all over the place, it is a response to these Palestinian flags being hanged all over the place as well. Not as much, not as many as the England ones, okay? But it is a response to that. Many people think that these people that are protesting for an end to a conflict in which thousands of children and individuals have been unalive are a threat to the country. And these people are the ones that say they should protect children, but when it comes to the friendly country, unaliving children and all kind of human beings, they don't care. They're happy with that, okay? So, in terms of the Union Jack, historical context is also required here, because that flag has been flagged in many foreign countries that the British Empire did invade, they did exploit, they did enslave, and they did the worst things that you can think of to the population. Now, there are many patriotic English, British individuals that do not think that the action that their ancestors took or did in the past in these countries that they used to be called colonies will not hunt them back in the future. And although this is not what is happening, this did open a door to individuals to come to the country that invaded their countries as well. However, they're not behaving in the same way. They're not slaving people. They're not raping people. They're not kidnapping children. They're not doing all these things that the British Empire did in these countries, which is history. I'm not saying that now these countries should have the right to do the same thing to the people in England or any other countries. It's just history. But as history should not repeat itself, in the present, people need to think that the actions that took place in the past will have an effect in the future. So flying the Union Jack for some people is also threatening, because in the past as well, used to have groups of extreme individuals chasing immigrants, chasing people with the Union Jack. That's why many people decided not to fly it, because they don't agree with the actions of these individuals. And it's always the small group that is more noticeable by the majority of the people. Then you also have the Union Jack flying in these colonies, where these people are completely oppressed. They have no freedom. They couldn't do absolutely anything in that country without a concession from the British. So they hated this flag. So if they see this flag today, it will remind them of that, exactly of that, of oppression, of colonialism, of empire, something that they might dislike. Not everyone does anyways. But it is important to add context to everything that is happening in the UK. And also important to share videos like this, which clearly shows that there is a campaign out there which is paying people, I don't know, they might be doing it voluntarily, to go around installing England flags over post, light posts or whatever. And they're not doing it because they feel like they need to let people know that they are in England. They're doing it as a threat to the communities that will feel intimidated by seeing that flag flying right in front of the door. So it's concerning. And there are many episodes in history which clearly shows you that individuals, countries that they started doing this, they were heading towards a really bad time, which was a clash between different sides, between different parties, between different ideologies within their own country. Hopefully, as you know, in the UK, these people are a minority, okay? Although the numbers are growing because many people are just desperate with the current situation and they want a solution. And sometimes they rely on these extreme right individuals to find a solution because they provide a very easy explanation to the problems. If you have no money, if you have no job, although you don't have a studies, although you haven't done anything in your entire life, well, the problem is immigration. Because if there are not immigrants, you have everything that you wish for today. So I hope you like this video. Please like it, bookmark it, share it, and as always, I'll continue informing you.